Ah, you're getting rid of the squirrel habitat.
Yeah, no more.
No more. They had plexiglass up there, which I'm sure was pretty to have light coming through there, but it's not really functional. Fun. What's your plan with that?
Wish we had some insulation.
Well, we have to go drop that machine off so we could get some. I have some in the bunkhouse at the Shabin.
Okay. I'm just going to put some, we got enough plywood in there to re-plywood this.
Yes.
And then I was thinking about taking this off on the inside.
Okay.
That way you're not creating a beautiful little habitat for
an animal.
I mean, literally, if you insulate this.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can keep them out of here.
We just have to seal up all the cracks.
I'm going to grate stuff foam this.
Okay.
And this and up there and that.
Okay.
So while we're gone, it dries real good and you can
chink it.
Chink this part.
Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan.
Do you hate this? Should I just redo that? It's got...
Just redo the whole thing so it matches, if you would. But I guess ultimately you're probably gonna put cedar shake shingles on it. That's the plan, I think.
That would be neat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it'd be beautiful. Be a way to finish it, and a couple other little areas like this. Yeah, I think I love that idea. Herman.
I am just a little nervous of what's behind that plywood. I ain't gonna lie.
That's where I was messing around, and it's gonna be a squirrel. If there's anything in there, that is where the squirrels lived.
Well, I think Greta took care of that yesterday.
I think, yeah.
At least one.
For sure.
Yeah, I have to expose the problem to fix it.
Right. It's better, I'd rather a squirrel than bats as far as removing something. Oh. And that's why you don't put insulation there, I guess.
Well, you don't close it up. It's got to be open to the inside, I think. Just leave it open to the inside. Close it here.
Just getting the place sealed up with chinking and caulk, I think will help tremendously.
No habitat, no creatures, right?
Right.
Just the overwhelming stank of mouse piss.
So we've got a hole in the side of the lodge. Good work.
Well, like I say, in order to fix it, I gotta expose it.
Yep. Awesome. Looks nice. Actually, it looks way better than it did, so. And the chinking, I think it's going just fine, so. Super happy with how this is going, honestly. It's a lot more fun than staining, I will say that. So Jason's got this all closed in. Obviously it's not the prettiest at the moment, but it should be squirrel proof, most importantly. I'd prefer my dogs not kill another squirrel. And as far as the chinking, I mean, and getting it closed in, it's going really well. A little time consuming, but it's actually kind of fun. So, and I think there is an art to it, and by the time I'm done with this place, I should be pretty good at it. Jason's getting it done with the great stuff.
Well, some of these big gaps, folks, I know I hate using this, I really do. But it's very handy tool. It shoots itself in there where you can't get.
Yeah.
And then when we come back to chink, so when this stuff dries, it's closed cell foam.
Right.
is good. But the minute you cut it, it's open cell foam, then absorbs stuff. So I thought we'd let this foam up, expand in all the joints, then cut it, and then, you know, concave it a little bit, and then chink over
And then
it.
chink. Okay.
So really it's just, again, another way of saving chink.
Yeah, because chink is expensive.
And this is cheap. And if it fills the void to cut back on the usage, then I say I'm all for it.
Have at it, boss.
I am not for chinking your entire cabin with this stuff.
No, we've watched YouTube videos where people do that too. Please don't do
But
that.
sometimes it's the only way.
Well, I get it, and affordable, I
Oh,
guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Because log jam,
This is $300.
yeah, a
this is
5-gallon
$3.
bucket is expensive, unfortunately.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, log jam. Should be.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Just when I get on a roll, time to refill the gun. I think that's the biggest pain in the butt part of this. So we just got back from dropping the rental machine off, and Jason is continuing to work on our temporary tarp shed so we can have a place to put our four-wheeler and Bobby and all of this fun stuff behind me.
It's hot for Minnesota in September.
It is actually quite warm out today, so. And I'm still chinking. Back to it. Chinking. Yay. I got one little area fully chinked. And again, I'm really happy it's dark because it's blending in with the stain and maybe not showing all my flaws off. I mean, it's not perfect. I don't think anybody who chinks probably does a perfect job anyway, but yeah, I'm happy with how it looks. So moving around the corner, gonna keep at it. This whole back half really needs it, so that's kind of my goal for right now, is to get this back half of the cabin done. From like here forward, not quite as worried about. It's the original cabin and it seems to just be built a little bit better. So yeah, done. I'm gonna work on this little corner right here, and then I'm gonna hop around the backside. Got the backer rod installed and ready for the chinking. Here we go. It's a time-consuming process, and for me the most annoying part is reloading this thing every like literally 2 logs is what I get out of each one. So it's just, you know, it's not the funnest thing I've ever done, but it's not the worst, I guess. The tool itself is awesome and well worth the money. And just like that, out. Didn't even make it 2. And the other trick I've learned is just a regular paintbrush with some water works best. For me anyways, I tried the foam brush. I don't know, I just can't function with a foam brush. And then I actually use just a regular kitchen towel and just wipe off the residual, you know, stuff. What are you barking at? Just sounding off to sound off, I think. Logjam as a product, very happy with it so far. It hasn't completely set up anywhere. It kind of has formed a crust, but I think it's bonding really well, and I think it'll dry nice and should be good to go, hopefully for several years, because this is not a fun thing to do. But I'm also very aware that when you have a log cabin, there's a lot of maintenance involved. But I think once you get, the mass majority of it done, and then just the upkeep over the years to keep it nice is what's important. Not let it get too far down the road where you have to start over. It'd be awesome if I could just keep trucking along, but I have to keep reloading this. More backer rod installed, and I'm just gonna, honestly, I hope to get the back of this cabin done tonight. We will see. It's time consuming. What do you think, Jay?
How's my hair?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to ditch my contacts.
Bobby, I'm telling you,
Yeah?
Bobby does work. He's like the little engine that could. Well, that's mostly empty.
I know. It's like every other time
So, honey, I think it's incredible what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's turning out pretty good. At first, I was sad that I didn't go with a lighter color, to accent my stain.
That would have looked
But
beautiful, too.
It would have. But being that I'm new at this, I'm a newbie.
Okay.
And I'm DIYing,
Yeah.
not professional.
You're not?
No.
You will be by the time you're done.
By the time I'm done, I should be, but I don't plan to ever do it again. But all of that being said, I guess I'm happy I went with darker because my imperfections are kind of hidden with the dark stain.
Honey, there's no imperfections on it.
Oh, yeah. It is not perfect, folks.
Well,
it's not perfect.
It looks a lot better than it did. I don't know how or why it never got done.
It's never been chinked before, this place. Yeah.
Why? It was built in 1970s.
Yeah, I don't.
Want me to try and load that for you?
I would love it if you would load that for me. Thing's my nemesis. It would go a lot quicker if I didn't have to reload it so frequently. Yeah, I don't know why it was never been chinked, this place. Just had rope shoved between. Probably because it's a lot of work. But you went through the labor to build the darn thing. I mean, it's a lot of work to build a log cabin, but I also don't think they ever stayed in here much. I think it was for deer camp, and that was about it. Once a year for a week.
I should have got some grass seed. Goodness. Well, Bobby frickin' ripped that south side. Yep.
Yep.
By the end of tomorrow, hell, you might have the whole new addition done.
It would be nice. It's the worst. So, as far as gaps and...
Yeah, if we get that filled in, this thing's pretty critter proof. I mean, you're never gonna be completely critter proof.
No, but I feel like there wasn't even an attempt there for a little bit.
Might as well have left the doors open.
Right.
Well, there's a lot less light coming in the new edition.
Oh yeah? Did you go in there and look at it?
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that. It's a real gappy one.
Gappy?
Gappy. That's right.
It is so quiet here.
Yeah, the wind's not blowing. You hear nothing. I'm making progress here. Like I said, I was hoping to get this whole backside done tonight, but I think I might end up running out of daylight here. I am the sledgehammer lady. I will grab it to pound in all these little stakes. Jason is the tarp and tent setter upper today. Look at that.
Wow. Pretty good chance of rain.
Yeah, protect our kitchen area with this. Someday we'll have a fully functional cabin. That day is not today. Let's go look at his other tarp tent shed. La la. I seriously thought this thing was going to be white. We both did. And it's tan. It's a little better than white. But look at Bobby has her own house. And I think the four-wheeler will fit next to it, which is great. I don't know, maybe I can talk him into backing him up a little bit so I can put a table over here and store a bunch of my outdoor crap in here. I hate to clutter it up with all that, but we have to put it inside. Not all of it, but some of it. All this randomness. Yep. It's a beautiful shed you built.
Well, Bobby, when you come in, you gotta reach your hand out and lift this up.
Oh, she's tight.
Yeah, it's real close. But it goes.
Awesome. Got all of our outside shed stuff tarped for now. It's supposed to rain. Got a fire going. Got a tarp over our kitchen. I think we're due for a four-wheeler ride down the trail Jason shredded.
Oh, yeah.
That I have yet to see. Like,
Yeah.
I have even, I don't know if I'll ever get to see all of our 40 acres. Greta is touring it right now.
Oh, Greta knows every inch of it.
Yeah.
At
Goodness.
least half of it.
Right. Good morning from the beautiful lodge front porch. So, a lot of the same is happening today. How's my hair? It needs washed really bad. We don't have a way to bathe here yet, so yeah, so a lot of the same. Today it's more chinking. Oh, I came in the back door and Jason went out the front door. Weird that we have two doors.